Imagine living in a world where being good at talking to people is like having superpowers for a successful life. Well, in that world, having charisma is like having the ultimate cheat code. But here's the cool part. You can level up your charisma skills, and there are some sneaky tricks you can learn to give yourself an extra boost in life. By the time you finish watching this video, you'll have a whole bunch of tricks up your sleeve to totally flip your social game. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button to stay updated. The first trick is when you run into someone for the second time, show some genuine excitement. You know how they say you only get one chance to make a first impression? Well, that's true, but it's not like you've got them all figured out after just one meeting. That's why it's worth giving even the folks you're not too keen on a second shot. That second meeting is where you really get to know each other and solidify your relationship. So, bring on the enthusiasm, dish out some compliments, and be cool about receiving them too. Ask about what they've been up to since you last saw them. People love chatting about stuff they're passionate about, so if you've been keeping tabs on their social media, mention something cool they've been up to. This second meeting is the make it or break it moment, so make it count. The second thing is about standing your ground and not being a burden. Nobody wants to drag someone around or be stuck waiting for them. People instantly like you when you can seamlessly blend into their group and keep the momentum going. If you're involved in an activity, don't be the one holding everyone back. For instance, if you're afraid of heights, maybe skip the bungee jumping adventure. People love social assets because they can introduce them to friends, peers, or their network, confident that they won't be a source of embarrassment. Your presence in their social circle boosts their status even more. That's the goal in life, to be a social asset. The third tip is all about being punctual, not too early, not too late, just right on time. As humans, we thrive on predictability. We appreciate people who can follow through on their commitments and stick to their word. When someone shows up on time, it shows that they respect your schedule and you don't have to stress about them throwing off your plans. Think about it. Nobody wants guests arriving before they're ready for a party or showing up late, leaving them waiting and feeling rushed. So, always assume that the other person's time is just as valuable as yours. The more you mess with someone's time, the less they're going to like you for it. Being punctual is a simple but powerful way to earn respect and trust in any relationship. The fourth tip is all about remembering personal details. Deep down, we all want to feel cared for, right? That's why it's crucial to make an effort to genuinely listen when you're having a conversation with someone. People drop specific details during chats, the name of their spouse, their kids, birthdays, passions, plans, you name it. Knowing and remembering these details, like the names of their kids, shows that you genuinely care. When you remember specifics, it signals to others that you're paying attention, and in return, they'll respond with a higher level of attention and connection. It's like a little investment in building a meaningful relationship. Number 5 is a game changer. It's about showing you're in control without being a control freak. People love following a leader, but they hate being bossed around. They want someone to set the pace, not dictate their every move. Everyone's up for contributing, but no one wants to be the one doing all the heavy lifting. So, you step up and take charge of what's seen as the trickier tasks. You're the chef, they handle the dishes. It's a win-win. It's about leading by example, being the one who tackles the tough stuff, and in return, people willingly follow your lead. Remember, it's all about influence, not control. Tip number 6. Embrace some subtle sarcasm that everyone can vibe with. Having the same sense of humor is a quick ticket to winning people over, and sarcasm is like humor's cool older sibling. It's a bit more advanced, like a secret language only some get. The key here is to be sarcastic without coming off as a total jerk. It's all about finding that sweet spot where your wit shines without leaving a bitter aftertaste. So sprinkle some well-timed sarcasm into the mix and you'll have folks on board and laughing along with you. The 7th trick. Be ready to make fun of yourself. When it comes to humor, some people navigate life like they're floating on a cloud. They stay in a good mood, even when poking fun at not-so-great experiences, and manage to lift everyone else's spirits in the process. As humans, we're drawn to those who are willing to be a bit vulnerable, who can show they're okay with not taking themselves too seriously. No one likes being around someone who's stuck up and can't handle a joke. But everyone loves hanging out with someone who can dish it out and take it right back. However, a little caution here. Don't overdo the vulnerability, and don't make yourself the constant target of jokes. Otherwise, you might lose respect and end up with the class clown label. Number 8 is all about being straight to the point without crossing the line into rudeness or disrespect. People appreciate someone who knows what they want, can express it clearly, and does so with class and professionalism. We've all been around those folks who can't decide what to order, where to go, or how to deal with a simple problem. They'd rather endure an inconvenience than take a few minutes to sort it out. Being able to communicate your desires and needs clearly is a key ingredient for success. When the world sees someone clear about their goals, it's more inclined to help them achieve those goals. People respect it and recognize authenticity in your actions and intentions. So, be straightforward, but keep it classy. The next one is not letting random small events mess with your mood. Our entire life experience happens in our brains, so whatever we process in our minds becomes our real experience of reality. Some people get all worked up over a tiny spill because they start worrying about what others will think, and it becomes a downhill slide from there. Nobody wants to be around someone who can bring everyone else's mood down. Don't let a brief hiccup ruin a good chunk of your day. The secret is giving others the benefit of the doubt, remembering that life is short, and since the event has already happened, you're only sabotaging your happiness by not moving forward. Tip number 10, matching each other's passions. Ever met someone and just felt that instant connection? It's likely because you found someone who's into the same things you are, with the same level of passion. Think about it in the business world. Meeting someone who's progressed as much as you have. You both understand the grind, the challenges, and the triumphs. When you find your tribe, you can talk candidly, trust each other, and openly discuss what comes next. It's like meeting one of your people. The 11th one is to make sure your personality matches your image. People appreciate knowing what they're getting. False advertising doesn't sit well with anyone. When everything else is equal, being well-groomed triumphs over being poorly groomed in the optics game. Small improvements over the average can have significant impacts on your performance and overall success over time. So, let your personality and your image sync up. It's a winning combo in making a positive impression. The next trick is to encourage and cheer others on sincerely. Everyone loves having a fan, someone in their corner, rooting for them. It's a basic human desire to be surrounded by people who reinforce our positive behaviors. You want to be surrounded by individuals who celebrate your successes and achievements, and at the same time, aren't afraid to give you a nudge when you're losing focus or slipping. Being a genuine cheerleader for others creates a positive and uplifting environment, fostering growth and success for everyone involved. The 13th tip is to admire someone in social situations. Building a solid network is key, and one effective way is to speak highly of the people who got you into a room. Word travels fast, and it reinforces the choice of those who invited you, making them more likely to bring you to future events. Putting others on a pedestal earns you goodwill with them and those who may benefit from the connection. Share what's genuinely great about your contacts, without exaggeration. Gradually, you'll build an extensive network of individuals who not only want you around, but are also open to sharing their connections with you. The next tip is about refraining from trying to exploit someone else's status for personal gain. Attempting to leverage someone's reputation for your benefit can be perceived as almost malicious. These individuals have put in the effort to build a good name for themselves, and using this for your benefit can be seen as opportunistic. People are generally adept at recognizing those who are merely looking to use them. That's why more successful individuals often set up higher personal boundaries and implement a vetting process to control who gets into their circles. Building authentic relationships involves respecting the hard work others have put into their reputation rather than attempting to exploit it for personal gain. The last one is about bringing gifts, even when you don't have to. Everyone loves gifts, no matter what they say, especially ones with meaning. The more personalized the gift based on what you know about the other person, the better. Every detail you learn about the other person should help you show that you've put genuine effort into selecting the gift. The goal is for your gift to not just end up in a junk pile or given away. Every time they use it, they'll be thinking of you. Consider spending at least double what you originally planned for a gift. And that's it. Those are some tips that you can do to instantly make people like you. Which for you works every time? Have you done any of these when meeting people? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button to stay updated on new videos.